Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode on English with Altaf. Today's topic is something that every English learner can relate to. We are going to talk about why it's important to speak in English regularly, even if we make mistakes.
That's right, Ikra. Many learners hesitate to speak English because they're afraid of making errors. But in this video, we'll share why it's okay to make mistakes and how speaking regularly helps you become fluent and confident.
Let me begin by asking you, Altaf, why do you think many people are scared to speak in English?
That's a good question, Ikra. The main reason is fear. People worry that others will laugh at them or they'll say something wrong. This fear makes them silent. But the truth is, making mistakes is a natural part of learning any language. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
Absolutely. I remember when I first started speaking in English, I used to make so many mistakes. Sometimes I used the wrong tense, or I couldn't find the right word, but I didn't stop. I kept going because I knew that practice would improve me.
That's inspiring, Ikra. And that's the key point. The more you speak, the better you get. Think of it like riding a bicycle. You fall a few times, but you get better with practice. If you wait until you're perfect, you'll never start.
So true. And I think it's important for learners to understand that grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation all improve when you use the language in real situations. Books are great, but real learning happens when you actually speak.
Exactly. I always encourage my students to speak in English at home, with friends, and even when they're alone. Talk to yourself, describe what you're doing, or say your thoughts in English. It feels strange at first, but it works.
I do that too. For example, if I'm making tea, I say to myself, now I am boiling water, or I'm adding sugar. It might seem silly, but it helps you think in English.
And the more you think in English, the easier it becomes to speak without translating from your native language. That's how fluency builds.
Right. And another thing I've noticed is that when you speak regularly, you start remembering words more easily. Your brain gets used to the patterns of the language.
Yes, you also become more confident. At first, your sentences may not be perfect, but people will still understand you. That understanding gives you courage to continue.
Altaf, what would you say to someone who says, but I don't have anyone to practice with?
Good question. You don't always need a partner to practice speaking. Record yourself. Listen to English podcasts and repeat what they say. Read out loud. Or if you're part of a social media group, post voice messages in English. Don't wait for perfect conditions.
That's helpful advice. And if I may add, join English conversation groups. Even if it's online, speaking with other learners helps a lot. You'll see that everyone makes mistakes, and that's normal.
Exactly. Learning a language is a journey. And on this journey, mistakes are not failures. They are signs that you are learning and improving.
Let's be honest, Altaf. Sometimes we make funny mistakes. I once said kitchen instead of chicken and asked someone, do you like fried kitchen? It was embarrassing, but we all laughed and moved on.
Ha 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 ha. That's a great example. And I've had my share of such errors too. But those moments stick in our minds and help us learn even faster.
So true. And that's why the best way to improve spoken English is to just speak it. No matter what, even if you make mistakes. Especially if you make mistakes.
Exactly. I always say this to my students. If you are not making mistakes, you are not learning. Mistakes are proof that you are trying.
Let's give our listeners a few simple tips they can follow every day. I'll go first. Tip 1. Speak every day. Even if you speak just for 5 minutes, make it a daily habit.
Tip 2. Don't fear mistakes. Accept them as a natural part of learning. Focus on communication, not perfection.
Tip 3. Think in English. Describe your daily routine in English in your mind. It helps you become fluent faster.
Tip 4. Practice with yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and speak, or record your voice and listen. You'll see your progress over time.
Tip 5. Join groups or classes. Speak with others who are also learning. It builds confidence and creates a support system.
These are simple steps, but if you follow them regularly, you will see a big difference in your spoken English.
Before we wrap up today's episode, let's remind our viewers what we've learned.
Sure. In this video, we've talked about the importance of speaking in English even if you make mistakes. We've discussed the fear of errors, how to overcome it, and how daily speaking builds fluency.
We also shared useful tips to help you speak more confidently. Remember, your goal is to communicate, not to be perfect. Every mistake is a step forward.
That's right, so don't be afraid. Start today. Speak in English, even if you make mistakes. One day you'll look back and see how far you've come.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning.
We'll see you in the next video on English with Altaf. Take care and keep speaking English with confidence.
Bye.